Alrighty, everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to my channel. CES 23 was pretty decent. The main talk of the topic here was AMD decided to go ahead on and bring out more CPUs for the AM5 lineup. If y'all haven't watched the video, I'll be putting that link in the description below so y'all could go ahead and watch the CES of AMD as they go ahead on and announce they're launching new CPUs for the AM5 platform. Yes, the new CPUs are the X3D. Yes, the X3D. They finna stack it up on you. Let's get right into it. I ain't gonna bore you too long, so let's get right into this a quick segment because that was the main talk of the main talk of the topic was AMD as they finna go ahead and give more for the gamers, more for all areas that you need great performance and power from your everyday task. All right, let's get right into it, and especially for gamers. So there, y'all probably were excited hearing this. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Alrighty, the new lineup for the AM5 platform in February 2023. Yes, this is when these CPUs come out in February 2023. We don't know the date yet, nor the price yet. They're still working on it, but when we have that information, when I have the information available, I will go ahead on and let you know what the prices are, when they're coming out, what day they're coming out, and etc. Alrighty, the Ryzen 9 7950 X3D, 16 cores, 32 threads. Base is 4.2 gigahertz with a boost of 5.7, 120 watt thermal design power. Catch L2 and L3 is 144 megabyte. Launch date of this CPU is February 23rd, 2023. The next one is the Ryzen 9 7900 X3D, 12 cores, 24 threads, base 4.4 gigahertz with a boost of 5.6 gigahertz. Thermal design power 120 watts. Catch L2 and L3 is 140 megabytes. Next, Ryzen 7 7800 X3D, 8 cores, 16 threads. The base has not been determined yet. They don't know to go ahead and make it 4.3, but it has not been determined yet. But the boost of it has been, and it's going to be 5 gigahertz with 120 watt thermal design power. L2, L3 catch is 104 megabytes. Now they also go ahead and do the more low end, low powered processors that will be coming out too. So it will be 6 processors coming out, and the low end ones are the Ryzen 9 7900, 12 cores, 24 threads, base 3.7 gigahertz with a boost of 5.4, 65 watts, 76 megabyte L2 and L3 catch. Ryzen 7 7700, 8 cores, 16 thread, 38 gigahertz, 5.3 gigahertz boost with a 3.8 gigahertz base. Thermal design is 65 watts. And the last one, which this might be a good seller here for low-end budget builders. The Ryzen 5 7600, 6 cores, 12 threads, 3.8 gigahertz base with the 5.1 boost, 65 watt thermal design power with a 3 with a 38 megabyte. Now all these are 6 processors for the AM5 lineup will be coming out February 2023. So that's a little later on of next month. It's pretty decent, but y'all already know the AM5 motherboards are not cheap. So it's something to think about when buying your new gear for yourself and build your system and be happy, game hard, game strong. To the content creators as well as live streamers, the X3D, I know y'all been waiting on more enhanced power, but one thing I love that AMD did the best was they set it at 120 watt thermal design power, a little off from their predecessors when they came out with the 7950X, the 7900X. the 7700X as well as the 7600X. As you see, the big boys, 170-watt thermal design power on both of them. I think that AMD finally realized that you don't need that much power to go ahead on and have a dynamic um, system that could go ahead on and do run all your tasks. Just do everything you needed to do. Run your tasks without no hiccups, no complications, etc. Now the low end one is the Ryzen 7 7700X, which is 105-watt thermal design power, as well as your Ryzen 5 7600X, which is 65-watt thermal design power. This is probably the only low boy here that just stayed basic and budget friendly. So, but moving right along, what do I think? The final thoughts on the AMD new CPUs lineup for February 2023, which is around the corner. Gamers, y'all finally asked for what it. AMD just keep pushing the envelope, giving gamers and the live streamers what they want for the best PC world that can make y'all happy and just go ahead and keep y'all pushing for more. AMD will always go ahead and keep pushing the envelope on giving the content creators and gamers the best. The downside of it is that they did came out with low end CPUs, which is good, but the downside of it is they also said before they came out with the 7000X, the 7900X, the 7950, as well as the 77 and 7600X, they said that the AM4 platform was not finished. I was looking at for them to go ahead and close it out with the 6000 series desktop CPUs that I thought that was gonna come out sometime this year. Because you know the AMD also have the mobile 6000 laptops that are out. So I thought to say, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead on and close this out. The technology team of AMD, just close this out. Let's go ahead on and close the AM4 platform out with the 6000 lineup CPUs for the desktops, but they didn't, and that was more of a disappointment for me as well. Also, they're still working on the price of these CPUs. I hope they are budget friendly. When they come up with the price and everything hit the market in February, I will go ahead and do a nice good price list for the newcomers. If you're looking for to build a new system using new hardware, new gear, then I'll be dropping that price list for you. But other than that, AMD has decided to go ahead and come out with 6 new processors for the AM5 lineup. You got your X3Ds and you got your low-end, budget-friendly, low-powered CPUs for that lineup. So you just gotta go ahead and wait till next month, which is almost around the corner, and you cannot complain about that. So I want to thank y'all for watching this little segment on the AMD lineups, new lineups for the AM5. New CPUs coming out. Gamers, I know y'all happy. I know y'all can't wait. The question is, do you buy them? Do you upgrade your system off the Ryzen 9 7950X, the Ryzen 9 7900X, or the Ryzen 7 7700X? Now, some of them said probably bought the low boy, the Ryzen 5 7600X, but the question is to you gamers. That's I got to go buy the hardware. I'm not talking about the manufacturer sending it out to the content creators to go ahead on the benchmark them, etc. I'm not talking about that. To the consumers, do you upgrade? That's the question up to you. I want to thank y'all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.